But you gotta be there for me too.
Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Now, I don't know if we're in trial yet, or if we're still in investigation of day 2. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so we're back in investigation mode. We got Edgeworth right in front of us. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's why it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office shared a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains, no matter what excuse I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why it all comes to this. Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Yeah, man. You think? Tomorrow's trial. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. What a smirk in Edgeworth. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is the last day of the trial, and it's too late to change prosecutors. I bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back and haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for the case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time? That picture? Something seems strange about it. What picture? We got a picture here? Oh, was it this? I don't know what picture they're talking about. Day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at my office in the morning and then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it to back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. Uh, I really don't feel like I need to wait. What about this? I wonder what he was writing before. Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgewood is sitting right there. Just distract them. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth? Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. What? A letter? What is this? If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Oh. You quitting? Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. I don't need you to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use this for anything. For what? What reason would it really need to show up? Okay. So, yeah, let's just get out of here. Maybe we can go to Detective... Oh! Usually when it's like this, there's something. Excuse me? Oh. Would either of you care for a quarter-pound of roast beef? Miss Star? I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who stuck at a cow nipple to discover milk. Okay. Still, I never thought you would go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This isn't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Are you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness. Yeah, that. How are we gonna get past this? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with the knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. But I'm probably thinking it's gonna change something. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Dark investigation. Joe Dark, that's a name I'll not soon forget. Okay. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jack Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. Oh, Jake Marshall, sorry, Jake. You mean because of his brother's death? They were so close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Sky. My sister? The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Uh-huh. Gant and Lana. Lana and Chief Gant. Oh, Lana and Chief Gant? Okay. That legendary pair was the reason we were all able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear like other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. That case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even such as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced most of the incredible evidence in the case he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him, even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up at Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I didn't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all more infuriating. Miss Star. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. What, did you love Jake or something? I mean, I could see the two of you together, but come on. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Hey, being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief Gant? That's right, having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. Prosecutor's office? The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her to change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess, and I don't. Could you explain it to me, Phoenix, please? Thank you, Miss Star. You listen to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create a fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Okay. Let's go. Examine. Let's look at the trophy. He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off more than the giant steel samurai. What is this? This is the King of Prosecutor Awards, right? Of course it is. You know that. I saw something today. It looked like somewhere. Something that looked like that? Yeah, only different. Now, where was that? She's right. Something's amiss here. Maybe we should... Okay, I think I know what we need to present now. Hopefully it's this, because... Yeah, look at the trophy. Looks different back then. Yeah, it must be this. This picture was hanging on the wall in the Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself. Oh, Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors Award. Speaking of, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. Story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradictions. That's what the award is based on. Okay. Can we talk about that? Yep, we can now. This award originates from ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written in 2 characters. The first meaning halberd, and the second meaning means shield. Have you heard of the story? Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake? Very well. Okay. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. First was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. I guess that's why it means contradiction, because how can it break through that shield if that shield's imponderable, and how could that thing break through that shield? Okay, you get the point. Wait a minute. Yeah, objection. Those claims contradict each other. Very perspective. But then, again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyways, as you mentioned, the very description of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely. So they symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss of for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something anything as ugly as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. That's so. Why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the Hallberg part of the award abolished. Chief Gant? Okay. I guess we can go to Chief Gant's office now? Maybe? I don't know. We got something. Oh, you're back. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think that means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. I gotta admire your persistence, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. Be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make Detective change his mind, and that's the resignation card of I think I got it. What's this crumpled piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he not ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusts us, detective, to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective? That's it. I made up my mind. But here, take my ID card. We can't do that if someone finds out. They would let you off. They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Okay. Alright, detective. Thank you. Oh. Back here again. Here it goes. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Hey, back in here again. Dang it, I forgot to read that one. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Yeah! Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. He just got slapped. Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card? Okay. Hey, don't do that to my card! Oh my god. We just crumpled his card. I hardly ever get the chance to come in here. so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now, come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, me too. Let's examine this desk. Wow, look at the size of the Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So let's get that paper and see what it is. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? Still not. Oh. He was hiding evidence. I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you say? I said I wonder what. No, about evidence list. Normally they're twice as long. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-sized list of evidence. And he's got another short list. Most lists run twice as long. Yep. That would be the other half of the list be doing here. I knew it! Chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Alright, we got the other side of the case. Okay. Don't really see what we can get from here. Let's look at the safe. Hey, this is a safe, isn't it? Safe? What word is ripe with intrigue? That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay. If you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in the panel to open it. Okay. 7 digits. I think it must be... I want to see something. Could the number for his ID be 77777? Oh no. Do you think you know what it is? I think so. I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try to put my birth date. It's... No. I better have the right... yeah. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. Okay. I knew it. That must be his ID number. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was it, pal? 777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777? That ID number? I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? I'll do it. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a... Oh, it's a piece of the thing. A shard from a broken cup. This is somehow looks familiar. Yeah, I know it looks familiar too, though. This is getting spicy. There's something else in here too. A cloth with a handprint. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. Leather, okay. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that one once. You think that Chief Gamp made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it's just I thought, well, what is it? This is all this was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. Piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great, now I have to prove their relevancy to them. Oh my god. Well, come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective. Well, there is. Let's go back. Present. Where is it? There it is. Missing that one piece. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when three of us were. I remember when the three of us put together. Those days. Those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't that jar a piece of the evidence from that case? That's right, one of these shards had the SL9 sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we found just now? You mean this one? That was in the safe. Yeah, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let me see if it fits. Alright. Here, let me see that shard, and I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some more. Here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Okay. Rotate this. Yep, got it. There, it fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece he just attached. It's different from the others. Others, lines. Lines of blood. There are reddish lines on it. A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Now, how could I... What do I have that can be leather? Could it be his jacket? He did mention about someone having a jacket like that. If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information. So that's why I have to get it all out of my system now. You understand, don't you? Don't be so negative, detective. We don't want you to share your information, though. We do want you to share your information, though. Oh, who am I fooling? I've never had anything useful to share with to begin with. I got to stay positive. Okay. That desk on the other side of the room was your sister's. Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practiced a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us all to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches the desk? No one except Chief Gant, the cleaning lady who's in here, and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't be any clues remaining. Hey, Chief Gant. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. That means that your only reason for coming here isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. What? Okay, now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You just don't let it go like that. Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Yep. So what's bothering you? You don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? Now, because of the hiding of the evidence, I might think so. What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think about him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think about him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Okay. I don't really know what to do now. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill. Oh, the day that. Okay, yeah. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then went along Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? I wanna see where's... Wait a minute. I don't got the other one, so maybe I go back to Edgeworth and get the other one. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit down here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edward told you no in a very stylish manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if you show him my best evidence, I can get a reaction out of it. Okay. Nope. What the? What's this? I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew something, some kind of sketch here. What is that? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. What do you mean? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. Man, I did not expect to find that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. This is a real deal. This is the real deal, isn't it? The armor and these weapons? Sure, pal, the chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What, you mean we're paying for this? That's it, I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. Okay, that's a one-way ticket to go to jail from the IRS. You don't even pay. You don't have any taxes to pay. At least not yet. You're still. Was she 16? Yeah, 16. You're not paying taxes yet. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out, you guys. Don't you know how scary that guy can be? Yep. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. We found this inside of the drawer. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We'd better look a little more into this list. Yeah, I already did, though. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is on the 15th floor of an entirely different building. When the detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the souls. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears. So that's an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyways. That's besides the point. Okay. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. It looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff of legends, or they were the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left. Hey! This is a picture when Lana and I went to that theme park. Okay. Oh, okay, that's part of the... Okay. Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside. This is the 15th floor. I know, I was just saying. Saying what? Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed of doing something like that. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams. So long as he doesn't go crashing through through that window. When he gets fired. Don't say that! Okay. You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you ever at first the chief wanted to use this stained glass window for this window. Really? Why didn't he? They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Oh. Stained glass or not, it's not a huge window. That's a Gumshoe. I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town, sheesh. Maybe this is for the... What are you doing? What are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth we found in the safe. Oh, hey! I knew that. That was with the handprint on it, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor? Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. How do I... What? Dang it! What the heck? No. What the heck happened? Then... Okay, there we go. Uh... Alright, let's do another finger then. This one looks better. Oh, there we go. Now, that isn't Gant. Obviously. But what? Nah. Nah. Uh-oh. What is Emma's fingerprints doing on that? No, how can this be? What are Emma's prints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? It seems the prints were too old. They aren't clear enough to get the match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Hey, you over there. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing on the chief, in the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Yeah, that's probably the best. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Mm. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now, oh, this probably is going to be Gant, isn't it? No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You get? You in the coat? Chief Gant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. I was walking to my meeting. I happened to look out the window and saw a stray dog run right into a pool. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. All to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. And you in the coat. Yes, sir. Drop your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir. We'll be on our way too, then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go just yet. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. Mr. Wright, don't leave her in there with him. What is going on here? Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence in Chief Gant's hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why was she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Lana? Anyway, listen to me. I'm gonna try and smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Okay. Jensen Center visitor's room. I see, so the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing, not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that the one who stabbed Detective Goodman, you know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that is lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. You insisted, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you were unwilling to tell the truth. That you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. That's an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think you're afraid of is more like it. I think I'm not mistaken that this person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one who I'm supposedly frightened of that... What is this? Oh yeah, whatever. Damn. Well, Miss Guy. Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Don't forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more of what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Hide his crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically hiding evidence and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was the second in command of the investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Gant, you'll have to have more than just words. Show me proof that Gant falsified evidence. Yeah. Here's one. Oh, dang it. You want proof of the chief's wrongdoing? Here it is. That evidence proves someone is doing something wrong all right. But it's not the chief. Who would that be? Why, you, of course. What? Okay, I just found this in the safe in the chief's office. This piece of jar and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing the evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It was As you surmised, I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty of murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, the more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details. I can say that I was given an order that day. You need to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside of the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while expecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edward's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. Oh, it's the SL9 one. A knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems I got blood of on the victim's shoe as well. And she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to come to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So you hid the Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab Detective Goodman was the evidence in the Joe Dark case. If the word got out, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edward's exhaust pipe? Right. Then I called my sister. Tell her what happened, and I asked her to hide the knife that was inside the muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. My phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted the fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems after I spoke with him, he went off on an es- escapade, escapade of his own. Oh, you mean not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial? There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get behind the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. And to be continued. Alright, so that's where we'll end it today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be seeing you guys next time for the next video. Although, the next video will be returning back. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna hopefully upload a video on Saturday for College Football 25 so I can finish that off and then start on College Football 26 and keep posting those on Saturdays. Well, the next Wednesday we are going to have another while on Wednesday of next week we'll have another Resident Evil video. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time.